The following video is one of the submissions for the Real Peach Fest Film Festival. Special thanks to our sponsors.
This is the Coconut TV Show, sharing all of our action from our adventures in Penticton, British Columbia. Coming up in this episode, we find out how beer's made with our friends at Tin Whistle, the Cannery Brewing Company, and the boys from Bad Tattoo Brewing. We also try to find the secret behind the Holy Smoke Stout at Fire Hall Brewing. So, who do you think I should interview?
Interview beer experts.
And how do I know who's a beer expert?
Look for people with a beard and a flat cap.
A beard and a flat cap.
Yep, dead giveaway.
Can you tell me what makes a dark beer colorful?
It comes from the different types of roasted malts. Like in our Killer Bee, when we make that with a chocolate and a black malt, it gives it heavy, dark colors, opposed to something like our Coyote Blonde Ale, which has only a pale malt in it, and therefore it is a very golden color.
What was going on with your hair? Why do we put hops in beer?
Hops are added to beer for lots of different reasons. In an all-natural beer like ours, hops are the only preservative. Hops are also added for aroma, for flavor all the way through, and hops are certainly added for bitter.
So brewing starts off at the mashing process, which is where we mix the grains with water, and it happens in this vessel right here. It's called a mash tun. Once we go through the heat exchanger, we come to one of the fermenters here. That's where we do add the yeast to. It stays in the fermenter for however long it takes to ferment.
What's the difference between your lager and your ale?
Lagers, the yeast will ferment at much lower temperatures. Ales use a yeast that ferments at a higher temperature, anywhere between 17 degrees to 22 degrees.
How do you get the smoky flavor in the seriously smoked stout? How do you get the smoky flavor? How do you get the smoky flavor in the Holy Smoke Stout?
How do you get the smoky flavour in the Holy Smoke Stout? How do you get the smoky flavour in the Holy Smoke Stout?
Well, once upon a time, every beer in the world was smoky. That's the only way that you could dry barley was with a fire. So they dried the barley with the fire, and it adds a smoky flavor to it, and we use that malt in our recipe.
I'm not totally convinced by this guy.
But what was on his face? A beard? And what was on his head? A flat cap.
What's hops? Hops! Hops is what they make in Ireland. Make Irish beer out of it, like Guinness.
Thank you for watching. Keep your eyes open for the next episode of the Coconut TV Show and enjoy the summer.